Hey guys, how are you? Hudson here. So today I wanted to make a video about sculpting a look. I often will create what I call wearable art for a photo shoot. Today's look is inspired by Lady Gaga's Chromatic album. And what I really love about it, not just the music, but the art that she's putting out with it is it's really cool. It's like alien and colorful and kind of retro in some ways, and whimsical, and it's just everything I love. And also a little bit weird. I love when things are weird. If it's not weird, I'm a little bored, to be honest. So I do what I always do. I went around my home and I found some materials that spoke to me, and I said, all right, let me see what I can make with this stuff. So basically, let me go over the materials. I found this like kind of structural, it feels like styrofoam, thin styrofoam. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's great because it's a kind of like a fabric. It holds some shape. It's like ribbed and or ridged, and it's awesome. So I played with it, and I created the structure, which I'll go over in a second, right? And then I found some bubble wrap that I was like, this is just kind of begging to be a net piece of some sort. And when I was playing with it, I was like, it's either going to go flat like this, right, or up like this. So I needed a clip of some sort. So I went and I found like this like office paper clip thing because I needed to clip it around the back of my neck. And one of the things that I do is, for when it comes to a photo shoot, for me, it's like whatever the easiest, most time efficient solution is. In real life, for practicality, this was for a client, or I was shooting like some kind of magazine cover or something, I would go through the time and create these pieces that would last for hours on a shoot. But for me, it's just going to be like, oh, can I have glue gun that? Awesome. Oh, can I use like an office paper clip and put that together? Awesome. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's just for the purposes of a shoot. It's just for me, for a hobby. And I just needed to kind of like hold together for like an hour or two.
So what we're looking at right here is me just finding some spots to pleat this makeshift fabric. And then what I do to one side, I do to the other. And I kind of start to create this hoodie, which I'm really liking a lot. So then I decide to add a couple of more pleats so that it tapers around my neck a bit and creates a kind of like a bug shell almost. So as I'm making this, I'm thinking hoodie, bug shell, nun habit. I should be using measuring tape, but I'm not actually. I'm using things like the width of my hand or the distance between my thumb and the point of my index finger, just to make sure things are more or less equilaterally, just to make sure things are more or less equal. And it's effective enough. Again, I'm always doing this kind of on the fly. I'm not trying to be too precise when it comes to just me making a look for myself.
Check this out. Like OG nun realness, Danish, old school Danish nun. I don't know, French nun. What were the nuns that had the really big habits, like the really big ones that look like sails? I forget. It escapes me right now. But that kind of is like what it reminds me of, this like big wind sail thing. Anywho, I tried both of those on, and I saw, where's my paper clip? Of course, now it doesn't want to work. Second time around. First time around, it was great. I promise. So as you guys can see, one of the things I do is I will try things on and I pose with it a little bit. I look at what shapes the structure takes and creates, because I am simultaneously thinking about is this aesthetically pleasing? And I'm also thinking about how will the camera capture this shape? How will the light fall on these different planes? What are my options when I'm taking pictures? And this piece alone, I mean, like, this is clearly the hero of this piece already, I can tell. Because this piece alone is just really visually impactful and creates a lot of different options for different silhouettes. So that's great. This is just more to add some visual interest, to give it some texture underneath. Things I think about when I'm creating these pieces for a photo shoot are like different textures, dimensions, things that create depth in the look. Photography is two-dimensional, but if you can create the illusion, or if you can really emphasize the three-dimensionality of a look, which something like this already does, just because in and of itself, it's so there's like a lot of depth here. And then when I layer things in it, it creates even more depth. So if you want to see the photo shoot, the video I created for this photo shoot, and see how I kind of put all of this together, check out my video here. This video just covers this look in a photo shoot setting, like how I do my lighting, how I use my cameras, and how I ended up putting it all together. I didn't even go over this wire, because as I was playing with this wire, I realized that like it's really cool, and I almost want to do a photo shoot like by itself with this wire without really manipulating it much, just kind of seeing how it falls on my body. I mean, there's a lot of like really cool things I could do with this guy. I could already tell right in there. I mean, talk about three-dimensionality and creating depth. This is already, the material is doing that for me. So then it becomes about like, well, how do I use it? I do think I want to use this with this look, but that's going to be something that I do on the spot as I see like how the camera and how the light reflections are catching on this. For right now, I'm thinking it's going to be kind of something like so, a little bit, I don't know, something to that effect. I'm also planning on doing some makeup for this look. Some looks I don't use any makeup. Some looks I use a little bit of makeup. I feel like this look is begging for like some heavy makeup, which I'm excited about. Again, packaging material, bubble wrap, which was packaging material, like a paper clip, an office clip. I found this aluminum wire. I don't even know why I had it, or like I must have seen it in a store. I was like, let me get that. I might use it one day. Also, don't forget handy tools, hot glue gun, scissor, and hammer and pliers. For this one, I really just use the scissor and a hot glue gun. Again, note about the tools I use. For me, for my purposes for this, I really go, as least hassle as I can do. So if I can get the job done with some hot glue and like some safety pins, that's what it's going to be. Thanks again for watching, guys. This has been really fun. If you like what you see, hit subscribe, hit like, comment. If you want to see more things like this, let me know. If there's something specific that you do want to see or an idea you have, let me know. I'm happy to do it. Follow me on my Instagram at HUD House. Is another place where I like to display more of my art and my photography. Until next time, guys, cheers and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.